Well, hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I hope everybody's doing good. Your week is going good. Um, so welcome as you coming. Can you please do me an honor by sharing this broadcast? Please do share it. Tag somebody that might need it. So today I'm going to be talking about what are some consequences of daydreaming. What are these consequences of daydreaming? Because a lot of us are daydreaming most most of the time. Most of our days during the day we daydream. So I'm just going to give a recap of what I'm going to be talking on this broadcast. So many people are daydreaming. Either they are absent minded, some waste a lot of their time. Also going to talk about living in activity of consequences will enable you to achieve your goals faster than normal. So, questioning yourself every second will enable you to live in active um, consciousness. Okay, so absolutely 100% commitment to any task will increase your effectiveness. Our goal must be pursued with zeal and passion for maximizing productivity. Nothing is great, nothing great was ever achieved without passion. Nothing great was achieved was without passion. You have to have passion in you. So the fundamental to regain your lost years, which is to discover our God given. If you've missed my broadcast, please encourage you that you go and check it out. That because yeah, the previous broadcast I did before today, I talk about God ordained purpose, and you also need to set goals towards achieving your achieve to achieve your goals. So we will examine one habit which is a time killer, but unfortunately, some people engage in it unawarely, right? So, a lot of people are not aware of the consequences of these habits, this daydreaming, because we daydream. Nobody knows about it. So, how can you overcome these habits and live in active consciousness? So, daydreaming. Some people are daydreamers. They daydream all day, 24 hours a day, every single day, every month, every year they just daydream because daydreamers has not learned to control their mind. So as to live in active consciousness, a lot of people are not living in active consciousness. There are students, for example, you go to school, you pay your money, and you're in class, your teacher is teaching, and you're daydreaming. You're thinking about something else that is not related to what the teacher is talking about. You'll be thinking about, oh, I'm thinking about my boyfriend, or something about the party I had yesterday, or something unrelated to what the teacher is talking about. Oh, how am I going to get that money? Oh, how am I going to pay my rent? Oh, how, like all of these things, you, instead of living in the here and now. Okay, I'm in class right now, let me focus on class. Once I'm done, I can think about how am I going to pay my rent, or I'm going to do this, or I'm going to do that. I think about it. Right now I need to think about to observe whatever the teacher, but a lot of people don't. Most people are guilty of daydreaming to an extent, right? So our mind are usually occupied with a lot of things can jump from one matter to another in a nanoseconds. So it is a mark of indiscipline to let your mind roam. Like it's indiscipline. You gotta learn how to make your mind. So no, I'm not gonna think about that right now. I'm gonna think about this because this is what you need to train your mind to do that. So, living in active consciousness is about being in the here and now. Here and now. What is happening now? What can I deal with now? Not thinking about something that you can't do anything about. So, if you do not live in the active consciousness, you will always be lost. You will You will lose time and fail to realize that your life is passing by. So, consequences of daydreaming. What are these consequences of daydreaming? Daydreaming is the greatest time killer because you can dream. Oh, I wish I'm in Bahamas right now. Oh, I wish I'm like you daydreaming. Yes, you can be if you make plans and put things in place. It can become reality. But if you're just dreaming about it and not doing anything about it, you're just wasting time. That is what I'm saying. So with daydreaming, you have to invest more time to get things done than normal. So daydreaming makes you less productivity. The goal in regaining your lost years, which is to invest maximum value into every seconds and every hour of your day. That is what you need to do. So if your employer will invest maximum value into every hour, they are supposedly working their productness will increase tremendously because if you're working, if you go to work and you put every hour, you're going to work for 8 hours and you work, you will see the results that you produce. But today, in a lot of workplaces, a lot of people don't put any effort. They don't put their maximum uh, um, effort in this. Employees don't put their maximum effort into the work that they are doing. So you end up not getting the results that you wanted in the first place. So the habit of living in active consciousness will not only save time, but it will increase your productivity when you live in active consciousness. You will save so many time and you increase your productivity. You need to live in an active consciousness. So if you only discipline yourself to give 100% attention and focus on whatever task you are involved in right now, you will have a lot of productivity out of it. So you will be amazed at your level of productivity because of the same amount of hours you will yield greater results because you are active consciousness when you're doing something. Say, okay, I'm going to pay attention to what I'm doing right now. Okay, so if there is any fault or thing, you will notice this right away. But if you're half-minded doing something, your mind is here and your mind is over there and you're trying to do something, you will not. Like if you're writing a book, if you're focused on the book, you will have more productivity than you are divided attention. I hope I'm communicating. So daydreaming reduce your speed. When you daydream, it reduces your speed. So when you are working and daydreaming, your speed will be reduced. You need to double or triple your previous speed by not splitting it or daydreaming. So, working more than 8 hours daily is not an option, it is a necessity. So, you need to borrow a leaf from who work most successful people to they work 16 to 18 hours, and a lot of people they work only 8 hours. Is like, oh, I've done so much work. But most successful people, most billionaires, they work, the least they can work is 16 hours, maximum 18 hours. They work 24 hours a clock. They will be working and doing something. So 16 to 18 hours you need to work if you want to be successful. If you don't want to be successful, you can work minimum, but 16 to 18 hours if you want to be successful somebody. So in the same vein, you cannot afford a luxury of sleeping more than 6 hours a day. If you look at most of the successful people, they don't sleep 8 hours a day, 5 hours, 6 hours. That's the maximum that you can sleep. They wake, they get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, they work through and they go to bed on time. They wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning because that's when a lot of people are more productivity at in the morning. It depends on people that work at night. Some people it's better for work. For me, I work in the morning. I am more productivity in the morning. Late at night, I'm tired. I need to go to bed. That's just me. I'm a morning person, if I may put it that way. So you have to get, if you want to be more successful, you have to got to reduce your sleep hours, because some people they sleep 12 hours a day, some people they sleep 10 hours a day, some people they sleep all day. So if you want to regain your lost years, you need to cut down on your sleep, basically, literally. So there is the race against time that you need to get on back on to win. You must change your lifestyle, your habit, and your attitude if you want to regain your lost years. You need to change that. Your lifestyle need to be changed, your habits need to be changed, your attitude need to be changed, because daydreaming reduces the quality of your output when you daydream. So while daydreaming, you may not notice error because your brain is multitasking and your attention is divided. Because you are trying to regain your lost years, you need to get rid of the habit of daydreaming in order to invest your maximum value into every hour of your day. So, how to live in an active consciousness. So, let's talk about this and then we'll wrap up hopefully on this one. How to live in an active consciousness. To live in an active consciousness, you need to stop daydreaming, because it is important for you to question yourself every second to ensure that you are still focusing on the task that you are at hand. Okay, you need to do that. You have to be conscious of every second, minute. Ensure that you are present in the here and now, and avoid traveling, avoid letting your mind to travel, because we're minded. Oh, oh yeah, I'm guilty of that sometimes, right? But I'm training myself not to make my mind wander, to draw it back. As soon as I let my mind wander, you need to draw it back to come back to the here and now. So your every your goal every day is to invest the maximum value into every hour of your day, living in the active consciousness. It's to ask, am I doing that? Did I invest my maximum value towards achieving my goal today? Did I live a fulfilled life today? These are questions you need to like at the end of your day. You need to question yourself. How did I spend my day? Did I spend my day in achieving my goal? These are things you need to ask yourself every day at the end of the day. So 100%, you also need 100% commitment. It is very important for you to have 100% commitment in achieving your goal. And your goal is what you were born to do and what you were created to do here on earth. Don't waste it on anything else, because if you are not living in the life that you were supposed to live, the life that you were created to be, then you are living a waste life, no matter what, how much money you have in your account, or it doesn't matter if you're not living on that. So when your heart is not involved in what you are doing, you will never produce the best result. In Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 10, it said, whatever your hands find to do, do it with all your might. That's what it's saying. That's what the Bible says. Whatever your hands find to do, you need to do it with all your might. You need to put your best and your heart into anything you are doing. You need to put it. If your heart and your mind is not on the thing, you're not going to have the result. You're not going to have the best result. But when you have your mind and everything in it, you will get a greater result. So your goal oriented activity consume you such that people will not notice, right? That is what you need to do, because Jesus was so zealous and passionate for the house of God that everyone could see it. His action shows his passion while he was here on earth, when he was living. Everything that he does, you can see the passion. So that we need to get that into us. You okay? You need to um you need to be passionate. You need to have you what's the word? Enthusiasm will give you the drive to pursue your goal, overcoming obstacles and achieving success. So without passion, you will produce mediocre result in everything that you engage in. But with passion, you will move more effectively, and even you will effectively, and you will be more effectively when you do things with passion, right? So whatever you're doing, you have to be passionate about it. If you're not passionate about it, you will not get the best result out of it. You will only do the minimum. But when you're passionate about it, you will do the maximum. Your speed will increase, and your productivity will be more results. So a passionless person will find it difficult to get hired. And even if they get hired, it will not be long before they get fired when you're not passionate about something. So, nothing great can be achieved in any field of life without passion. For being a great parent, teacher, or athletic, or a musician, or a scientist, or anything, need to be passionate. So, greatness is synonymous with passion. So nobody achieves success without absolute commitment. You need to be committed into things. You will never be the best in any field if you are not totally consumed with a passion for what you do or for the goals. So neither can you regain your lost years if you are not absolutely committed to help to regain your lost years, be successful, or achieve your goal and your purpose. So, in conclusion, so far, to recap what we have talked about, we have seen how negative impact of the habit of daydreaming, what are some of the impact of daydreaming, what it will do to you. There is, therefore, it is more smarter for you to self-analyze, to know if you possess this habit. So you need to think about yourself, analyze yourself, think about it. Do I daydream? Do I daydream? Do I have the habit of daydream? Do my mind wander sometimes? Do my mind wander off when I'm doing? Am I always focused on the things that I'm doing at hand? Or is my mind divided in things that I'm doing? You need to question yourself in that area. And if you do, it is time for you to begin to question every second. If you do, if you know that you daydream a lot and your mind wanders, or you're not focused on what you're doing at hand, you need to ask yourself every second to ensure that you're living in active consciousness, because it's important for you to live in active consciousness. You need to question the level of your passion and your enthusiasm towards your set goals for time to time. So, are you still passionate about regaining your lost years? If you do, passionate about regaining your lost years, please come and follow me on my next broadcast. Just look out, click that bell. You need to click the like button. You need to share these videos so that you can have a copy for yourself, so you can go back and watch it, or you can go to my YouTube channel and subscribe. And so whenever I upload a video or whenever I come online, you will get a notification that, hey, there's a video that you need to watch, so you don't miss. So we on the next broadcast, I'm going to be looking at another way that we waste our time and kill our time, and we need to learn how we can put a stop to it. So by putting stop to it, we'll be able to save more hours and minutes and invest them into our goals. So you change that. If you find the ways that you are wasting your time, and then now you gain all those time, now you can put it into your goal by achieving and becoming successful in life, because it's doable. You just need to learn the principles how to do it. And once you learn the principle and you go from there and you apply those, you apply the formula, you can be successful. So thank you guys for coming, and I will see you guys on my next video. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see you again. Peace.